Hello, hello. I got a message. So, in this world, we have a lot of crazy stuff going on, right? Well, first of all, not say hello. Okay, we have a lot of crazy stuff going on, and this still dabbling with the secret society. I'm still trying to get the gist on how y'all did it, because my spirit haven't gave me that information, but it said go ahead and tell this information. A lot of y'all celebrities, when y'all first came into the game, alright, there are celebrities that went into that secret society, and there are celebrities that didn't. However, there are some celebrities that didn't get into that secret society, but they got you. Nepotism is a thing. So what's going on is this. Some of y'all have kids that's in their 20s, 20 years, like in their 20s right now, and a little bit and older. Some of y'all actually have kids that's in the game that you don't know about. What happened is this. You went to one of those freak out parties, and when you wasn't paying attention, they drugged you. And they made you ejaculate. For the guys. I'm talking to the guys right now. They made you, and they kept your semen. Somehow, I'm still trying to figure out. They mix your DNA, and I know you're probably like, this just not possible. All things are possible if somebody willing to do the work for it. They mix your DNA, your male DNA, with another male DNA and intertwine it, and then put it into a female. So there are a couple of y'all out here that I can tell who the pappies are. And that's not to laugh, but it is, because it's like I tell you before, you knew what you was getting into before you walked into these doors. You already knew how these people was, but you didn't care. You wanted to be a part of the party. So I don't feel bad for you, because like I tell you, y'all parents or you got family or friends or society talks about these things and say be careful at these events. Don't stay there too long. Get in, get out. Say, hey, how you doing? All right, and keep it moving. But y'all get caught up into the game, and now y'all got kids out here. Yeah, but this is the thing though. See, these elites knew that I was going to come into the game. They wasn't sure, so they prepared themselves just in case. So what that means is this. A lead person or a secret society member, they know karma is coming into their life, right? Karma is coming to their life. However, they know that the other person it's like bad karma, good karma. Alright? So they know their family is going to be tainted, and they know yours is going to be good. So they create this super child. Alright, the super child. And what's to come is this. Once their life go down, they're going to try to transfer their soul into the super child, so they can attach themselves into your family line, because now your family line is going to be blessed, because whoever is on the good side, what would be first will be last will be first. So they hoping that they can switch into family lines, and they're about to taint your family line, because it don't matter. Once that spirit jumps into that body and connect to that family line, then that's a demonic spirit that transfers to the rest of your family line. Yeah. So you guilty by association. Yep. And there's a lot of y'all out there. And so this is how it is. There are a couple of y'all. There are people that was leaders that died. Most wanted. I'm gonna just put it like this. I'm not ready to say who it is. Do I need to say? Do y'all want me to go ahead? Let me double check. Do you want me to say it yet? Yes or no? Okay. I'm not ready to say it, but there are some people that have been killed. However, even though it looked like, just put it like this, some people been killed, okay? However, their DNA has already been saved. Alright? Their DNA has been saved, but their spirit was transferred to another soul before it went into this person. Okay, so now that DNA is put into another being, and they swap the souls into another vessel, and so that person is reborn again. Yes, this is the falsified way. So yes, we are reborn. However, they have figured out a way how to do it the wrong way. That's where the glitches are at. Okay, there are the bad glitches. They have tried to create super beings. So you know how like in the TV shows or movies how they have super beings where they create all these DNA cells and stuff, and they do it that way. That's how they're trying to do it. So if they're taking a person that could have one mental mindset and another mental mindset and create another. So y'all know when they were talking about the artificial inseminations, those factories, they already have those. Okay, that is out there, and what they're doing, they're mixing and matching people. However, that doesn't turn out the right way. Right now, look like everything fine, but what's gonna happen is though people gonna have, all right, they putting a spell on y'all right now. All of those glitches, y'all gonna have issues, bad issues, really, really bad issues. So, yeah, God don't like that. Like the Father, like we don't like that, so we don't like that. All right, yeah. So there's gonna be things you're gonna start noticing. Certain people gonna start malfunctioning. Okay, you're gonna start noticing certain things. Do they know that they are like that? Some do, some don't. Okay, some know that they're part of that situation, and some don't. I know you're like, but it's not their fault. Well, technically, they are people from past lives that came over, so it is what it is. But you don't want that, because guess what? Those are the ones that cause corruption. Those are the ones that's going to cause chaos. Those are the ones that's going to cause issues with everything else, and we're trying to eliminate all of that. And I know in one way you're like, but that's advanced technology and we can do that. Hold on. If you believe that's your God, go right ahead. If that's your God, go right ahead. Go to the artificial. Okay, but artificials, they have mental issues. They are going to eventually glitch where they're going to have mental issues. They're going to have issues that go on because their brains are not functioning to be able to accept that entity for so long. No different than plastic surgery. What y'all do with plastic surgery? Plastic surgery doesn't last long. Okay, you have to continue going back every certain amount of years to revamp whatever you've done. So that's the same thing. But yeah, so excuse me. Yeah, so if you have, like, there are some people out here that are replicas of you. It is. And what happened is the ones that don't know they're part of that are the replica, they have to invite you into the secret society. And once you invite into the secret society, then you're their property now. You're their property. So right now, everything in your life is going amazing. Everything going the way you want it. But eventually, they're going to take you out and put them inside that spirit, inside that body, just to let you know. And y'all going to start noticing the difference with certain people. But yeah, it is what it is. Y'all wanted that artificial life so bad. What else? But yeah, it's a lot. A lot of y'all are like a lot of newcomer celebrities are like y'all hybrids. That's the best way to call it. Y'all are hybrids, and y'all might think it's cool and all, but no, it ain't. Karma is heavy on your behinds because you don't supposed to be here, because you was done by the devil and not by God. Dang. I don't know, y'all. This is crazy, man. It's like I know it, but it's still like, did y'all really? Why y'all had to do all of this? Why y'all do this? Why y'all had to do all of this? I don't even know what to say, man. It's like a lot of y'all men been raped and y'all don't even know it. And that's the crazy part. A lot of y'all guys in the industry, that's why they call it. That's why they call the rap game gay. But it's not because a lot of y'all got in it because like it's not that y'all. A lot of y'all was doped up. Yeah, a lot of y'all was doped up, and y'all had drugs, or y'all had spells on y'all, and that's why y'all liked it. And I'ma just tell you this: once you go through that moment with a guy, and no different, no, and then soul ties when a female with a bunch of guys. Once you go through that moment with a guy, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. You get yourself caught up in that game before you know it. You start loving the game because it's different. It hits. It's different. It hits a nerve that you don't. And I know I talked about this before, but it's different when it's one thing if you utilize toys or different things. However, when you're with an actual man and y'all body chemistry combined, it's something you can't let go of. It's like a love spell. It's like you addicted to that vibe, that feeling, that thing. Again, it's different than with toys. You utilize toys or something that's different. There's no connection. But once you do it with a man, there is a soul connection that you cannot get rid of for some odd reason. It's a lot of prayer into it, but even if you go back to females, it's that thing that screws with you. Yeah, it screws with you. It's like a whole new world. And a lot of y'all got introduced to it not because you wanted to. It was by force. I'm gonna just say this, y'all. Like, I'm sorry that y'all went through a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of y'all in that grab game, and some of y'all could be the most like the manly. And y'all went through a traumatic experience that you can't tell no one because of the fact of you don't want people to look at you sideways or take something from you or whatever. And that's your choice. You know, my thing is this, like, I'm sorry that they did it to you. There are more men in the world. Do y'all know that there are more men that get raped than females? Everything is televised to make females look like they get it hard the worst, but technically the man masculinity get hit the hardest than females. They get hit hard, and I guess that's why I fight so much for guys. I know I give females like a bad rap sometimes, but it's not giving bad rap. It's just the fact, like, yo, these dudes, they go through a lot. They got a lot on their shoulders. And I'm not saying females, because we don't want to birth these kids out. We do. And that takes a lot of strength. But then you have to look at it as the fact that, okay, the man don't have to go through that, but he gets even 10 times more because he don't go through that. And his masculinity get hit all the time. Because think about it. When a female can have a child, don't you think that's masculine by itself? Ask yourself, somebody said, oh my gosh, she finally said it. Popping a child out is the most masculine thing you can do. I have to say, it's the most masculine thing you do, because that's the strongest. Everything goes by strength levels. That's the most masculine thing you can do. I know you're like, but I'm a female. It's the most masculine thing you can do, because you have to realize at the same time, yes, as a female, you're popping a child out, but you also have to have the strength of a man to do it. Oh my God, thank you. She said, finally somebody said, okay, somebody challenged within me. Ladies, I need y'all to understand something. It takes 2 DNAs to create one. How do y'all think y'all get strength? Let's take the man DNA out of the chromosome, the man DNA out of the equation. Do you think you'll be able to handle any of these things that goes on? Because we are emotional. We are nurturers. Okay? We are nurturers. We are the most emotional thing out here. If it wasn't for emotions, we wouldn't even have flowers. We wouldn't have trees. We wouldn't have all of these things. We are the protector we are the protectors. If it wasn't for this man's sperm traveling down that stream with all of those other sperms, do Do you know what type of strength they need to do that? Yeah, I know you're like, but it's easy for them to get off than us. Just because it's easy don't mean that the task is an easy process. If it wasn't the strength of that man DNA inside of you, do you think you better push out that child? Hell no. Oh my God, somebody finally said I'm sorry, somebody channeling it. No, you wouldn't. And that's what pisses me off so much about ladies, because we think just because we can push out a child, yeah, you can die on the bed, but you gotta also think about it. If it wasn't for that sperm coming inside you, what would you have to push out, boo boo? Not a goddamn thing. Okay, nothing. If it wasn't for him doing what he had to do, because you know how hard it gets for a man to get to. Okay, this my masculine side coming out, but I need y'all to understand it. Ladies, I'm gonna say something. Yes, there are guys that can jack off, right, and jack off easily. Do you know how hard it is these days for a man to get a nut? I don't know how I'm on this topic, but it need to come out. You know how hard it is for a man to get a nut these days? With the way these females, a lot of y'all females act, and a lot of the way y'all think y'all this and that, do you know that they got to do a pre-off just to get close to the game? And it don't even matter if it's 2, 3, or 4 of y'all. Okay? So at the end of the day, I'm like this. And that goes for guys. Guys, respect the female because she's on the table, she's on the bed, she the one that got to push out. She the one that goes through the pain and everything like that. But I'm not going to sit back and allow us to sit back and take the full credit, because at the end of the day, yes, he is the one that he don't have to go through that. But if it wasn't for the male chromosome in your system, you wouldn't even be able to tolerate the strength. You are a super being. That is your superpower, because you're not just a female, you are a man as well. So you need both to create this being, to push it out. So even if that man is not in the room or he ain't around, I'm not saying that we give him credit for the deadbeats, but we need to give credit to these men for going through this process as well. And I know you're like, but we got that time in the month and this and that or whatever. I get it. I got it. I understand it. Duh. I got one too. But I'm not going to dilute a man because of it, because we go through these things because we have that DNA in us. We have it in us. So maybe they don't have to go through it. But if it wasn't for their strength, how the hell we would be able to go through all of this? And men, just because I'm saying this does not give you the right to belittle women. Okay? Because again, now you got to look at it on the other side of the coin. You ain't the one pushing the child out. Okay? Both sides, you're not pushing the child out. So we need what? Each other. We need each other. Okay? We need each other. So my thing is this. I don't know how I got on all of this, but my spirit ran this way, so it went. Excuse me. I really don't know how I got on, but again, my spirit got there, so excuse that. But my thing is this. This artificial insemination needs to stop. It has to stop. I understand a lot of y'all want kids, but this is the thing. It's like, in one sense, I get it. If you going through different things with your body and your body is not allowing you to be able to have kids, I get it. But the dumb thing about it is, I'm like this. If you have to go through this route to have a child, how can I say it? You literally got the organs to be able to produce a child. There ain't nothing wrong with you. You a lazy ass motherfucker. Oh my God. Thank you, I said it. You are. You are. Because my thing is this. You telling me you're not going to have this child because you don't want to mess up your body? So you telling me your body is more important than a child? More important than a child. Do y'all know that when y'all have these kids when y'all put these kids in other people and do all of this other stuff, or when y'all even go to surrogates and all of these other things, do y'all know that their DNA, their bloodline is attached to your child? Do you know, what if you went through the work to heal yourself, and you did all the mental work to heal yourself? You put your DNA and everything into this person, and what if they got karma on their family? Now you just tainted your whole bloodline. So all that money you just saved up for, all that cash that you like, I'm trying to have generational wealth, and you don't realize you just destroyed it, because now you got a generational curse stuck to you, because you put your stuff inside of this other person. But y'all say, well, they nice, and they're not a smoker, and they come from a good family. I think that's the best. Yeah. Everything look good on paper, and everybody know how to put a mask on. But then what about the karma that's on their lives? And you wondering why you got little demon child running around somewhere. And not even just that. Y'all sitting back, y'all go to the banks, and then y'all go pick out of the catalog. I want me a rich white man. I want him with curly hair. I want this. Do you realize how you just bought a child? Do you realize that? So you just became a master to it and bought you a slave. Y'all ain't realize that. Because you creating your child. You creating the perfect child that you want. No different than back in the day during slavery, when they picked out the black people with this perfect with certain hair color and certain things so they can rape those people. But you love your ancestors, you love them, but you just went and mixed them up because you wanted a light skinned, blue eye black baby. Really? But I don't like men. I only like girls. So because I only like girls, I don't want to do that. So you don't like girls, but you want to create a man. Make it make sense to me. Now if you would have went that catalog and made you another girl, then that makes more sense. But you telling me you don't want no pee-pee in your wee-wee, but you gonna make another Lily? Okay, cool. Make it make sense. Y'all, make it make sense to me. How is that possible? You don't want a man. You're not fascinated with me. You're not fascinated with me. But then y'all gonna do these things. Y'all going to these sperm banks to create your perfect child. But then you want the perfect life. I don't care if y'all had a child yourself or don't have a child. This is the most diabolical thing in the world. And I know, yeah, every child is a gift from God. But then the thing about it is, y'all don't realize how y'all switching up things. God, like, everything is in divine timing. Everything is in divine order. Everything is in the divine way. And if you follow the divine directions, then you will have all the things that you want and more. But then y'all wonder why y'all lives are not going the way you want. Or maybe your life is perfect when the child is here, but then when you realize the child get older, you wondering why there's issues, because it wasn't meant to be. Y'all are forcing something into the system that doesn't belong. It's like, it proves y'all don't believe in God. It proves it. Y'all go out here. If you believe in God, then that means you have to believe that God can create miracles any and every day. Any and every day. But you say you believe in God. So why you don't wait? Why you don't do the self-help? Why you don't sit there and fix yourselves? Why you don't do what you need to do? I don't care. Even if you have multiple miscarriages, there are plenty of people. I'm going to call one out, like Wendy Williams. What she do? She showed y'all that she went through so many miscarriages and eventually had her own child. Being patient. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. She's not the only one. It's so many other people that went through it. But they didn't give up. Everything happens for a reason, but the thing about it is y'all want to force the reasons for why they happen. Y'all want to force these things. Y'all out here creating people because you see that we have technology. Some things need to just be left alone. But then y'all want more. Y'all want more stuff. But you can't even appreciate the timing of things. I'm gonna say this, we can't move backwards, but going forward, anyone out here in the world, if you want kids, just do it the right way. Love yourself. Love who you are. And I know a lot of y'all gonna go against what I'm saying. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Be mad at me. It ain't nothing new. Be mad at the system. It ain't nothing new. Because y'all already depressed. It ain't bothering me. No, you can't reach me. You can't touch me. Ask the ones that's out here that been trying to. Be miserable. That's fine. Be mad at me. That's cool. It ain't gonna stop my paper. It ain't gonna stop my moves. I'm gonna still be out here grooving and doing the heck I want to do. And smile right in your face. Because at the end of the day, if you believe in God, and do it. Stop going out here to force something that's not meant to be forced. You don't realize the havoc that you are putting on your lives. Everything looks great. But then y'all know that eventually things was going to come to light. Y'all read the Bible. Y'all believe in it so much. Y'all just thought that everything was going to be cool and dandy. You're going to be alright. Nothing was going to ever happen to you because you got the perfect life. There's no such thing as perfection. Do you understand that? It's only perfect to you, but it's no such thing as true perfection, because anything can always be created better. Even for myself, I can still be better. I even sit back and say I'm imperfected. But that doesn't give me an excuse to go out here and still just do recklessness, or go out here and do something that wasn't put on my spirit by the divine to do. Nobody in their mama told you to go out there and start putting babies into other people and going out there and put them into the artificial things, or going out there and utilizing catalogs to create the perfect child. Nobody didn't tell you do that. That was all on y'all doing. And do y'all think that y'all was going to keep getting away with all of that? That's like a slap on the face. That's like, this is how I feel. You going out there doing that. How you feel somebody steal your business? How you feel if I come in and start buying up all y'all businesses? Because I have the money to do that. That's what I can start doing. Because that show you, hey, if it's that easy for us to pick a catalog, I'm going to look at all the businesses out here in the world. And the ones that did some recklessness, went out here and did this stupid stuff, I'm going to go look at the catalog and I'm going to buy your business out. But I'm going to set up in a way where you don't even get the money for it, because I can do that. So let's sit back. I'm going to pick my catalog and mix and match and see what I come up with. Because you can't do nothing about it. Who's going to sue me? Who's going to sue me? How you feel if I go and buy out your house? I like your house, so I'm going to take it from you. I don't care. I'll pay for it right now. Get out of my house. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy the whole neighborhood out and kick everybody out. Because it looks, I like the aesthetics of it. Because, you know, there's a big house there, and got the little house there. Matter of fact, I might take the whole projects and pull them into y'all houses. Because y'all got like 20,000 rooms in there. Bring the hood up here. Let the hood come in. Because I like the way it looks. Ain't that what y'all do in the catalog when y'all trying to figure out what y'all want to create? It's okay for you to do it, but now I'm an asshole because I said about your stuff. Right? That's what I'm going to start doing. I had the money to do all of that. Because there's a lot of people that owe me. A lot of people that owe me. I'm about to start taking over people companies and stuff. It was my idea in the first place. I just decided to give it to you. So I'm going to just start taking over. Since you feel like you are God, then I'm going to see how much your God has money compared to my God money. And we're going to see who can buy out who. And then once I buy the property, then I know, guess what? I have a way of doing it where you won't even get paid off of it. Just who's going to stop me? Because guess what? I know enough of information about your life that I can put you into a situation. Yeah, I'm calling it out. Because everybody a sinner. Yeah, y'all don't like that. You don't like that. You don't like that. But it's cool for y'all to do these things. You don't like that. If I tell people don't mess with you, they're not going to mess with you. I am very confident in me. So if I tell the world, do not touch this company ever again, mission accomplished, right? Ain't that how y'all felt? Mission accomplished. I tell you, I ain't playing. So a lot of this stuff, there's technology. We're going to advance in this world. But we're not going to keep creating things that don't supposed to be created. If you didn't get a notification or a memo saying this is something you need to do, fall back. Fall back. Now, these people that's out here in the world, they out here. We can't take them back. Now, I can change my mind at a later date, but right now I'm not, because it's messed up. Because there are people out here that do really care about their kids, and if they knew that they had these kids, they would have been in their kids' lives. And it's wrong, because now some of these people don't even have their own kids, and y'all went and created a child off of them without their knowledge. So, and that's another thing. Do y'all know, I gotta say this, do y'all know when y'all do these sperm banks and these things, right? Do you know these people go in it because they're desperate, they need the money? But then, guess what? Later on in life, they forget that they done it, and they realize like, dang, now I got all these kids out here. And they don't realize, because guess what, y'all? Do you realize when y'all get a child from these banks, right? These kids eventually want to know who their true family is. And y'all don't have that information. Don't y'all realize that when y'all get these sperm from these banks, don't you realize these kids eventually going to find out that they're missing a parent? Or maybe neither one of you the parent. Don't you realize they're going to want to know where they came from? But you don't care. We're not going to tell them because we're going to just love them and this and that, and everything's going to be fine. Then they turn 18. Well, we might tell them. Do you realize how that ruins their lives? Do you know how that ruins their life to realize that y'all not even my real parents? Where's my actual parent, my family at? We ain't got enough of stories in the world where kids get to that point where they long. It don't matter how much you buy for these kids. Don't y'all ever notice that every single child comes to a point where them like, something's off. I know I act like them. I do things, but something's off. I don't like mayonnaise, but they don't like mayonnaise, but I like mayonnaise. I like pickles, but they don't like pickles. I act this way, but they don't act that way. What's going on? Because I'm seeing all these things. What's going on? Y'all don't think about that. Now these kids went through this life, and then when they get to a certain point, then they're gonna end up wanting to meet the other parent. Now you pissed off because now you mad that they want to meet the true parents. Now you feeling mad. I did all of this for you. I did all of that. Why you want? You should have known that before you started it. Y'all some selfish ass people. Y'all selfish. You're selfish. You're only thinking about yourself. And yeah, you bringing a child in the world one way or another, but you're selfish. Because you're not thinking about what the child has to go through. You just want to fulfill a fantasy. Something to say you did something. There's something that you can pass your stuff down to. So you pass all this stuff down to these kids. And then what if you die? Guess what? They not even your legacy. On that note, have a blessed day.